It's become one of the biggest controversies in sports, the growing number of head injuries and concussions. And it's also a concern here at DePaul. Good Day DePaul's Courtney Terlecki has details.
For decades, athletes have participated in sports with little concern or knowledge about head injuries.
Oh, what a hit, look out.
But with continuing lawsuits against the National Football League, the awareness of concussions is growing, and it's an issue you can find here at DePaul.
The first concussion was our quarterback. He fumbled the ball, and basically after he recovered the ball, a guy jumped on him from behind and helmet to helmet, in the back of the helmet, and basically he was fine getting up, first few seconds, and then he told me he needed a play or two, and then after that he had trouble seeing and headaches, and then we after he got checked out by the trainer, we sent him to the hospital. And he has a severe concussion.
It's a season-ending injury, one of 2 concussions for the team this year. But club football isn't the only sport seeing concussions at DePaul.
So women's soccer is the highest, and then probably women's basketball, men's soccer we see a couple, and then men's basketball. Some of the contact sports are more likely to have them if they have one, but women's sports actually above the men's sports.
So what does DePaul do when an athlete has a concussion?
Concussion protocol coincides with the Zurich guidelines, which are basically guidelines. A bunch of experts get together and they talk about best practices. And so we follow those along with any other recommendations from our team physicians.
The Zurich guidelines not only explain the symptoms of a concussion, but give step-by-step instructions on what to do, including evaluating a player on the sideline, assessing his condition, and deciding if he is fit to return to play.
So basically what we do is just have the trainer on staff to come and check him out and take him through the procedures or whatever it is, the concussion tests, so to speak, and deem if they're able to continue or if they need to sit out.
And what about prevention?
We also do annual student-athlete education. So basically every year, at the beginning of the year, I meet with all the teams and we go through what it means to have a concussion and how we treat them and that they need to let us know when they have one.
Yeah, we talk about injury prevention and things of that nature before the season and in practice. If we see a player using poor technique or things that could get him hurt, we pull him to the side and talk to him about it.
But are these steps sufficient for such a critical problem?
How we do manage them seems to be, at least at DePaul, working great.
With still so many unknowns surrounding concussions, DePaul will need to adapt to new research to ensure safety for their athletes. For Good Day DePaul, I'm Courtney Terlecki.